Welcome into the Fan Speak Network. I am your host, Justin Bruni. Joining me, as always, is my co-host and partner, Mr. Andrew, the TD King. Rob, happy hump day, sir. Jump on it. How we doing?
Good, buddy. Good. Had a good last week. Cashed a nice Wildcat team last week for 250, so that was nice. Could have got a little bit closer. Brock Bowers didn't catch that touchdown towards the end of the game. That would have really helped boost me up there, probably to about a grand. So, hey, you win some, you lose some, you move on. Also, Friday nights, if you guys aren't watching DGen Dads with us, I mean, you're missing out. This is a way to fund your Underdog account. We have been cashing left and right. Last week, another fantastic week by us. So catch us in 2 days at 9:30 Friday night. DGen Dads. We're helping the people. That's all we do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Winners all around. Tonight, it's going to be DFS. Andrew had a very good lineup, but we almost had the exact same lineup. I did the Battle Royale version, but mine had, Stephon Diggs over Joe Mixon.
Yep.
And we drafted like the same exact team. He shared it in the FanSpeak group, and I was just like, "Oh, that looks familiar. Hey, I needed that per hour's touchdown. Let me check something really quick." And yeah, sure enough, we had like one player off. So not only are we nailing it, we're also in sync in here. We're in simpatico. You know, when the good things are flowing, they are flowing together. Go ahead and smash the like button, share the video, and follow the FanSpeak Network. We're gonna dive right into it here tonight, going over round by round. Some upside plays, maybe some downside plays, some landmines, maybe some players that we're avoiding, at the top of the board here. Andrew, right out of the gate, how many drafts have you done so far?
Only a few. I know we
Only
were
done
at
one
last week when we typically draft, and obviously I start to kind of do mine today. So I did a couple today, but then I'll really hone in Friday, Saturday, and do a bunch.
Anyone that you're avoiding early so far?
I mean, so give me a position, because
I'll ask you this. Are you worried about Tyreek Hill being so high? This is a guy that was, a scroll down pick for the last couple of weeks without Tua Tagovailoa. You got Tua coming back. Tyreek says, "Hey, start me, fire me up, strike up the band. I'm back. We're back." Right. So do you trust him at that cost, end of round one, beginning of round two?
Trust is an interesting word. I'm going to have him in some lineups. I don't know if I trust it yet, but he's a guy that can break it off. And I did see today that Tua and him connected on some, what they put in quotations, long passes. So I'm not sure exactly why the quotation in that, but
the most accurate balls thrown in the NFL.
Yeah, what he runs 50-yard hitch routes. So
hey, if it works, do it.
That's right. Yeah, so I would definitely have some Tyreek Hill. I don't know I'll be drafting Tua with him. I think Tyreek will just be a one-off for me. But yeah, I'll put Hill in there, especially against Arizona's defense.
We're seeing Amon-Ra St. Brown, Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, less than desirable matchups. I think for the Ravens, it's, click it and forget it. Like if you're getting some lineups in multiple drafts, I think you get yourself a Ravens build. You just saw what Lamar did last week. I think he's going to throw 5 touchdowns, in this game against the Browns, but doesn't mean he still can't have a 3 or 4 touchdown day and, really get involved on the ground because they're, beaten up as well. Any disagreement there?
No, I mean, same thing with the Lions, man. Just set it and forget it. Gibbs was in red last week for us on the show. We both took him, and those were the ones that we cashed on. So yeah, I mean, same thing. Lions and Ravens, both of them. Yeah, I mean, I'm not fading them by any means.
Ginder back in the chat here. I sang Pony at the open of this show. It's like he's Beetlejuice, but for that song from
Genuine.
Genuine. I was going to say the song from what's
Magic Mike.
Magic Mike. There you go.
Yes.
Haven't seen it. My wife's been trying to get me to watch it. Haven't watched it.
I was talking to Ginder, asked him if he was going to be tuning into the show tonight, and he said, "Well, since Bruni has requested my presence throughout the summer, I guess I'll make an appearance." So, yeah, thanks for joining, Gindy.
Get back in your fucking chair. Unreal. We're drafting some DFS teams here, Ginder. If you're going to jump into the draft, make sure you do it. I don't know if you've hit the like button yet. You should also do that as well. I really like getting Kenneth Walker and then any mix of those receivers up top there. I mean, I am going after the green matchups here. When you're looking at Brees Hall, the Patriots have been putrid against the run. I mean, you saw what they did last week. Tank Bigsby able to come in, get 2 rushing touchdowns, a couple of easy ones up the gut. I think Brees Hall can have a big week this week. It's been a less of a desirable matchup for the quarterback position. So give me definitely more Brees Hall than Aaron Rodgers or even the receivers. I think that the receivers have a decent matchup, but because you have both of them there, we saw Adams and Rodgers be inefficient last week. Not necessarily completely on time, but still getting targets, and I think that's a bit wasteful to some of the offense. So I definitely like getting some Brees Hall this week, and I would say I'm probably staying away from Adams and Garrett Wilson at their cost this week. I think it is a bigger week for the running backs for the Jets. And then, I mean, again, getting AJ Brown, like getting some Eagles builds, I think that's fine. I think there can be some points in that game with the Bengals and the Eagles. So the matchup may not be amazing. It may not be the juiciest on paper. But again, if you're doing a lot of volume drafts, I mean, no issue. Same thing if you want to go after the, Drake London and Bijan stack, in the end of round 1, beginning of round 2. We mentioned that for a few weeks now, and both of those guys just continue to score touchdowns. So they've been the focal point of that Falcons offense, and they also have a very good matchup this week.
Yeah, I mean, somebody I really like this week. You mentioned the game is Jamar Chase. Think that
Mhm.
he could have a very big week. Same thing with T Higgins, but choose your fighter essentially out of those two. But the Eagles secondary, not very good. They can definitely be exploited, and Jamar Chase and T Higgins are 2 guys that can definitely do that. So I will be having myself some Burrow and Chase lineups, some Burrow and Higgins lineups. Yeah, Burrow's going to be a good click for me this week.
So yeah, I mean, really no issue with the top 12 guys here.
No. Yeah, they're all fine in my eyes.
All right, so moving on to the next 6, we've got Josh Allen, Jahmyr Gibbs, Brock Bowers, Kelsey, Adams, Trey McBride. Like I said, I'm avoiding Adams at this cost. I like some other players and matchups here, specifically Bowers. We just continue to see him do it, get a high target volume, a lot of catches. The touchdowns haven't been there, but he gets the Chiefs this week. We know the Chiefs have been a complete hole at the tight end position on defense, most fantasy points allowed. It's just been a continued matchup to target. It's like either them or the Ravens because there's just plenty of upside. Like on paper, it works. We continue to see good results. And then it's like the rest of the league is just kind of like middling each other up against tight ends. Like there's a handful of teams that have not allowed a touchdown to the tight end position. So it's really interesting. Getting a good matchup up at the top with a guy like Bowers, I feel like you can trust it there. But I also like some other matchups like David Njoku. Who is the other scroll down one? I think, David Njoku is the only one that I've taken so far, like myself. But Evan Ingram down there going up against the Packers, that was a juicier matchup. Tucker Kraft, he's much lower. Again, juicier matchup, but going up against the Jags. So those would be a couple of more scroll downs, based off of, pretty solid recent play, I'd say. I mean, Tucker Kraft, maybe a lucky touchdown last week, but a touchdown nonetheless.
Yeah, and somebody I like in the 6 here is Trey McBride. I know again that he's in red against the Dolphins, but I think if 2 is right, there's going to be some points scored in this game, and McBride is still getting enough targets to make the juice worth the squeeze. So that's somebody I definitely like taking in the next 6. Obviously, Brock Bowers, shout out spread from Fanspeak here, one of our lovely co-workers was all over Brock Bowers all off season long. So shout out to him. But yeah, Brock Bowers is just eating targets left and right. So those 2 guys, it feels like round 2, round 3 is a good place to go get yourself your tight end.
I'm a little more hesitant on Trey McBride just because of how good the Dolphins secondary has been. But I think you might be onto something there just because they're going to be shadowing the receivers more so. Maybe that gives McBride a little bit more upside. But that would just be my only concern. Like the secondary overall has been really good. So him like breaking off like a really big juicy play, like it concerns me a little bit. That's all. Like, being able to break off like a big gainer. But if he, can get a lot of the check downs, I think, if he gets like that 12, 13 catch week, I think he could have a big week. What about Travis Kelce? We said to stay off of him last week. I mean, the Raiders have been pretty solid up against the tight end. They just added DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, is it just a nail on the coffin for Travis Kelce?
I don't know if it's nail in the coffin. I mean, he always
Feels like
at
nail in
some
the
point,
coffin.
yeah, at some point he's gonna have a Travis Kelce week where we see him catch, 5 for 60 and 2 touchdowns, right? Like
Win.
I don't know. It's gonna happen though. I mean, he doesn't stay dormant forever. I don't. It's hard to say it's a bad click because it's Travis Kelce, but at the same time, it's not a great matchup. They're bringing in Hopkins. Like you said, it's not a great week to take him. If how I'm going to play Kelce is I'm not taking him at his ADP. If he falls and it makes sense for me to take him, then I probably will. But I'm not taking him at ADP. He's going to have to fall probably a whole round before I really want to consider taking him.
You know what the nice thing is? They're playing the Raiders. And they really like to bully the Raiders. Like,
they own the Raiders.
Like, that soft pitch, underhand, like just disrespect. You know what I mean? Just ring around the rosy. That's what it was, right?
Yes, correct.
That's just psycho. That's just psycho. So if it's that, if they just come in there and they just completely game plan, like they had, what was it, Travis Kelce, Carson Wentz, and Mahomes lined up in the backfield, like the weird stuff that they do. If they want to like put Kelce in the Wildcat, then hey, maybe he'll have a big week or something. Or they like just obnoxiously draw him up. Maybe that's the case. But I figured they would have done that by now. Would have figured they'd do that by now. Just saying. So I'm still off of them.
They don't want to bring all the magic out yet, man. They got to hold that on for the playoffs. But
all right, so. Really quick, before we go into the next 6 players, give me your MVP in the first 3 rounds. So your best pick in the first 3 rounds.
It's a good question. You know what? I know it's going to be chalky, but Jamar Chase. I really think that he has a very good week.
Okay, so I'm gonna go Hall. Okay. You're going Chase. Okay. What about round 2?
Round 2. Oh man, it's there's 2 guys I really like there. Give me. Oh shit, that's tough because you know what? I'll take Man, that's so tough.
Keep in mind you need to build a lineup.
Yeah,
like, you have to
give me Ken Walker.
You have Ken Walker? Okay.
Yeah, I'll take Walker.
That's who I was going to take, so good pick.
I do really like Bijan this week, though, as well.
Okay, and then I am going to go Drake London. I think Drake London can score 2 this week. All right, who we got round 3?
I do, boy.
What boy?
Yeah.
Boy? What?
I mean, I'll take Bowers there if that's the case.
Yeah, you chalky bastard. All right, and then settle down. Just sit down. Just stay seated, and we'll get there. Just call, man. My goodness, these kids these days, no patience. Someone get him his iPad. Real. Oh shoot! Through this 6. Oh my gosh! I do not. You're such a. Can I scroll down? No.
I mean, honestly, I might have taken Josh Allen there, but now knowing that we're building
probably what I'm gonna do. But I would have taken Bowers. So
I mean, you can also take Bowers because you took Ken Walker, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I took London. I'm taking the same players. All right.
Oh, okay. Fine. All
right, moving on. But we're gonna. It's rivalry week over here at the network. It's Bruni Bears versus all these Commander fans. We're gonna bring it to the streets here for some DFS.
It's not even a fair fight if Daniels don't play.
Wasn't a fair fight to begin with, pal. Just calm down. All right.
Okay.
Wasn't a fair fight to begin with.
Right.
Yeah. You can't throw on us. I have a book I still need to write tonight. Well, get to writing. No one stop it. All right. In this next group, Jalen Hurts, Kareem Hunt, Amari Cooper, Stephon Diggs, David Njoku, T. Higgins. Seeing a lot of green. It even extends into the next round. Jordan Love, DJ Moore, Jaden Reed. So bringing this next group in as well, or at least the top half of the next group, because this looks like a great section to be scrolling down if you don't like the picks after Josh and Brock, essentially in round 3. Like, I'm really fine bringing up any of these guys, maybe not Kareem Hunt, but like Jalen Hurts, David Njoku, Higgins, Love, DJ Moore, Jaden Reed. I'm fine bringing up any of those guys into round 3.
I'll take Jaden Reed here.
Jaden Reed, yeah, absolutely. Oh, for round 4?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, well, that was still another group down, but that's okay.
Well, I'm scrolling down. I'm scrolling down already.
All right. Well, now Andrew's making up the scroll down rules. I like this. This is good. I'm going to make up some rules as I go along as well. All right. So you've got Reed. That's fine.
Mhm.
I'll take someone from the top group. No, screw that. I'm going to take DJ Moore. You scroll down. I'm going to scroll down. What am I?
Yeah,
what
why
am I
not? See? Look at that. He was all busting me about the rules, and then he fucking goes ahead
Oh,
and breaks
yeah,
them too.
because DJ Moore gets to go up against your Charmin Soft secondary. 8th most fantasy points a wide receiver, 2nd most receiving touchdowns allowed. Two touchdown week from DJ Moore.
Listen, Charmin Soft is trademarked to your boy Michael Thomas.
Stop. Can't do that to people that aren't playing, man. Just leave them alone.
So I can't talk about Adam Thielen either since he's not playing.
No, he's coming back this week.
Oh, great! Just for Bryce Young to not throw him the ball. Neat.
No, only to spite you. That's the only reason he's coming back.
Sure.
That's the only reason.
Right.
Other guys I like up here. I mean, Stephon Diggs, you still have to love. With Nico Collins being hurt, he can be a focal point of that offense. Do you still trust CJ Stroud this week, coming off of a lesser performance against the Packers? They are playing.
Yeah, I actually trust him more. I think that he's gonna go. He knows to sit the fucking ground, man. Boots on the ground. He's ready. I mean, he played absolutely terrible last week, and I think that's going to change in a big way this week. So stay tuned for some possible CJ Stroud props Friday night. DJ and Dads.
Ginder, Collin, Caleb Williams, Sherman Soft. I don't know. 4 touchdowns last week, 4 passing touchdowns. Nothing soft about it. You can paint your nails whatever color you like when you throw 4 TDs in the league, son.
Good. I don't want to say it. Mike Rob checking in as always. Meg should be fine with you both for letting us down and changing the rules.
She'll get over it. It's all right. It's all good. Are you drafting Amari Cooper this week?
Oh man, he didn't really have a whole lot of snap share last week. I'm probably gonna wait another week until he gets really more acclimated to the offense. He played, I think, like 30-something% of the snaps. Mainly played like in the red zone. I don't know that I want to put that in the lineup this week. So I'll wait another week to put Cooper in.
Kareem Hunt, juicy matchup for running back, getting a fair amount of snaps for the Chiefs, going up against the Raiders. And they've also allowed the 4th most receptions to the running back position. Is that juice for Kareem Hunt, P. Ryan, Steele? What are you thinking here?
I mean, more for Hunt and P. Ryan in my eyes. But yeah, I mean, Hunt to me is still a good click. He has been running hard. He has this resurgence again with the Chiefs. So yeah, I mean, he will be somebody I definitely be clicking.
I like some other names there. But with the volume that you're doing, I would imagine that you're getting him on some rosters. But I'd probably prefer Hurts, Njoku, Higgins, any of these other guys. Really, I think the matchups are better, and I think the ceiling or the thresholds are a little bit higher potentially. Who else I want to ask you about? Alvin Kamara, banged up, not a good matchup, no QB.
Yeah, with Spencer Rattler being in there again, that's probably a pass for me this week.
Hard pass. Same here. Devon Achane hit the prop for you last week on the rushing yards. Any love? He didn't hit my receiving yard total, by the way. Ouch.
Yeah, I mean, now that Tua's back too, I think that definitely helps Achane. So yeah, I think Achane is a fine click this week.
DeAndre Swift, yay, nay?
Yeah, I mean, still a decent matchup for him. Coming off the bye. Yeah, I think he's an okay click as well. I probably won't be clicking him just because there's guys around him I like. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a fine click for people if they want to go that route.
All right, let's move on to the next group. You've got 2 receivers, a running back, and a tight end.
Yep. For me, it's Joe Burrow. I'm taking him with Jamar Chase and again, I think they have a very. I know that the matchup is in red, but I mean the Eagles secondary
Andrew
not.
loves to test the red. He loves it. I'm always seeing
Hey,
green
it worked
and
with
Andrew
Gibbs
just
last
like,
week. Gibbs was in red and he paid off.
I know. I took him 2 times last week.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't bad. I mean, so you got to trust the player, at times. And these are generalized stats. Like for example, like the Packers, they're not on paper they don't do anything amazing and they don't do anything really that bad. So they're like a completely median defense. It'll pop up somewhere in the sheet here somewhere. They don't do anything amazing or anything incredibly bad, so they just stick right in the middle. And look, that puts a guy like BTJ into the red, right? Like you have to, kind of fine comb it a little bit, but I think that the color coordination is still a very easy guide to follow as far as like, hey, here's a completely plus option versus a more immediate option against the defense.
Yep. Who are you taking?
I'm going to go back to Javonte. I took him in the one draft I've done so far. So that'll give me Brees, Javonte, London, Moore, Allen. Super juicy matchup.
What do I need? A running back or a wide receiver now?
You would need a running back or a wide receiver, whichever you would like.
Yeah,
Any thoughts on the players in this section as well?
Yeah, I mean, Josh Jacobs, interesting matchup versus the Jags, who are not very good on defense through the air or on the ground, really. So that's a good matchup. Evan Ingram seeing more targets, I think, is a decent matchup as well. Dobbins, I like that. I think he gets a get right spot there, so that's a decent click. And I know he's in red, but Brian Thomas, man, that dude just like can't miss. If somebody's actually working well with Trevor Lawrence, it's Brian Thomas. So that's somebody as well that I think is a good click compared to people around him.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was getting to before that about like the median defense. Like, yeah, it's 12th fewest fantasy points per game allowed to wide receiver, but that balances off with some better matchups for their defense, etc. We've seen them be exposed before. And Brian Thomas is a contested catch just guru. Like he is killing it downfield. If he does get Jair Alexander this week, not great, I'll say. But I think that they also have the weapons to kind of attack that, to get him off into some other individual coverage away from Alexander. They have Kirk, they have Ingram. If Gabe Davis is healthy, he's a guy that can stretch the field and kind of take him away. So I think they have some other weapons to potentially scheme up to put Brian Thomas in a good spot this week. He was close for me. He was a pick I was considering there versus Javonte. But for Javonte, you get the Panthers. Most fantasy points per game allowed to the running back position. Most rushing touchdowns allowed to running backs. Like, give it to me. I'll take it. It would be absolutely Sean Payton-esque in vibe and energy for him to be like, you know what? We'll just let Jaleel McLaughlin get the 2 touchdowns this week.
Yeah.
Still doing it. So do you have a pick there? Do you have a pick from that evaluation there?
Yeah, actually scroll down a little bit for me.
He's going farther.
Interesting. You know what? Give me Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins. Also, very good matchup. Saints, very bad up against the run right now. Very bad.
Yeah, I'll take Dobbins. So what does that give us now?
So also, you have Burrow, J.K. Dobbins, Ken Walker, Jamar Chase, Jaden Reed, Brock Bowers, and I need to let's see where he is. How far I have to scroll down, but Dalton Kincaid, tight end 11. Wow, really down there.
Currently questionable.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I'll
still take him. We'll get my. I'm just gonna get a good stack with Josh Allen. I needed a tight end.
Okay, so because I am gonna put this together on a battle royale just because we did it on the show. So Burrow, Walker, Dobbins, Chase, Reed, and Bowers. Okay.
You can put Cole Kmet as my exposure swap.
Okay. I'm putting it. I'll put that battle royale in at some point. Also, Ginder with the breaking news is letting us know that goldfish are changing its name to Chilean sea bass for a limited time.
The crackers?
Yes, the cracker food.
Cool.
Interesting. Fun fact indeed.
Any other scroll downs?
Devontae Smith.
Devontae Smith?
Awful game last week. Putrid. That is, I don't think, going to continue. They will get him the ball more. And so that's somebody I don't mind taking right there. Who else do we got? Cade Otten as well.
That pick just now.
I do.
You knew what you were going to say. I like that.
I do. Cade Otten. Also, no Evans, no Godwin. Somebody's got to catch the fucking ball. It's probably going to be Jalen McMillions, Cade Otten, Sterling Shepard. People believe in Trey Palmer. That's not me. I don't believe in Trey Palmer. But Otten, right out of the gate. I mean, what do we see when we see either a new quarterback come in or rookies come in? They tend to lean on the tight ends because they're shorter passes. They're across the middle. They're easier to complete. Baker is now without his top two wide receivers, and he's going to revert back to, fuck, what do? I need to get the ball out of my hand. Cade Otten. We already saw it when towards the end of the game, Otten was getting more passes. So Otten is an interesting click this week.
No, I like that as well. I would definitely be into some Cade Otten this week. Devontae Smith, pretty good matchup. Should be a game with a positive game script for both him and AJ Brown. What about Jalen Waddle? If Tyreek's getting Tua back, then so does Waddle. He's really far down the board here. You can actually get both of them with your last two picks in Tagovailoa and Waddle.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have more Hill and HN than I will Waddle. I still think it's a fine click. I just don't think I will personally do that a lot. I'd rather take the shot on like David Montgomery in this range. I'll take him to get back. I mean, he had a bad game. He's gonna get right again.
Also questionable right now.
Yeah, I think indications that he will play. But yeah,
he came back, so that's kind of my my belief as well. But
yeah,
I could also see him just getting less of a workload. Like they just try to, game plan for Gibbs being the guy this week.
You taking any D Hop?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I mean, if we get like some really good info by Sunday, maybe. But even then, like last week, I wouldn't have taken Devontae, wouldn't have taken Cooper. So yeah, same this week. Some scroll downs I do like Jalen Waddle. I like James Conner as well, playing the Dolphins, allowing the sixth most fantasy points per game to the running back position. Their secondary has been amazing, meaning their rush defense has been not as good. Second most rushing touchdowns allowed to running backs in the NFL. Love that matchup. Romeo Dubes also been getting it done. Don't hate scrolling down for Datavian Wicks as well. Romeo Dubes, wide receiver 20 this week, but Jaguars giving up the fourth most fantasy points per game. And then Rashad Bateman, if you get some good news that Zay Flowers is going to be out.
That would be really good for best ball for me, Rashad Bateman.
Same. Yeah. We're going to need some help.
Oh, man. Hit him with the gritty. Checking in, picking any Marvin Harrison Jr. versus Miami. Appreciate you hit him coming in here with us. So it looks like you're on X though, man. Hop on over to YouTube. Get in here, subscribe. Get in here every Wednesday with us, brother. I want to pick your brain as well. But Bruni, picking any Marvin Harrison Jr. this week.
It's a wag of my finger. I can't do it. Secondary's been too good. They're allowing the fewest receiving yards, receptions. They've been the best secondary so far up against the wide receiver position in fantasy. It would be a no for me.
Just because of how bad of a game he had, I think it's an interesting click. And I know the matchup's not great as well, but I think that, everyone knew that Harrison was, one, visibly pissed off, and two, didn't get the ball a lot. I mean, you went out and got this guy
rookie
really high up in round one. You should probably go use him a little bit more. So I think that they are going to make it a point to try to get him about double-digit targets. So I don't love the click, but I will grab him a few times this week. I think it's an okay spot for him as a rebound.
Yeah, if I'm only doing a few drafts, it's definitely a no. I mean, if you got to get out the portfolio and break out some diversity, by all means. But I think James Conner's a much better click there. Tank Bigsby's been really solid whenever he's been getting the opportunity. If ETN's out this week, that value is going to climb. So getting him that late would be very nice. Brian Robinson Jr., Bears, been a very good defense in the secondary, but very average up against the run. And there have been some opportunities where they've been exposed on the ground. I would like him even more than Marvin Harrison, just because he's been so consistent. And no Jaden Daniels potentially could heighten up the run game even more. So they might need to really lean in on Brian Robinson. Again, a name that I could see rise in value. I would assume Marvin Harrison would stay right here, if not fall, again, based on that really bad matchup. And again, like when you're a rookie, you don't just get to come in and be like, yeah, I'm going to be pissed off and I'm going to demand things go my way. I mean, who do you think you are, Calvin Ridley? What are you talking about?
Jesus.
What are you doing?
If Metcalf is officially ruled out, what are your feelings with JSN?
My feelings are always good with JSN. Always fire up some JSN when the opportunity's juicy, right? Like we've seen him play very
I mean, it's
well,
not super juicy this week. He's in red, 8th fewest to wide receiver against the Bills.
but
But I
but
think
but if you get DK Metcalf out of the game, you still get a passing offense that's been at the top of the league for volume. So
Gino leading the league in passing yards.
that's what I'm talking about. So if you get Metcalf out, then it becomes more juicy for JSN based on volume. However, he's predominantly, like I was saying, done very well up against poor secondaries, like when the matchups have been better for him. So it will kind of go both ways, but it means he could probably have a good week, maybe not a great week. Like he could have 5 catches for 60 to 70 yards and a touchdown, but he probably isn't having an 8 catch for 100 plus yards and 2 touchdowns type of week.
Yep. Anybody else on the slate that you would like to talk about before we get into some drafts?
Just some other interesting names for scrolling down. Rashad White, a heightened role, obviously without receivers. He's a pass-catching running back. He was top 5 for total receptions last year for RBs. He can easily get back into that type of threshold again with Evans and Godwin out. So I think he's an interesting look down the board. Same for Darnell Mooney, been absolutely clicking with Kirk Cousins in that offense, and it's a very juicy matchup up against the Bucks, who are going to have to figure some things out on offense. Like the first half of that game, I think you could really see the Atlanta Falcons put up points because they're going to be possessing the ball for probably a lot more time than the Bucks early on, until the Bucks really figure things out. Tony Pollard also been very good. I think if Mason Rudolph is going to continue to be the quarterback, he can put up fair numbers. It's a riskier pick, but again, I think based off of what we've seen from him, he's been their offense. And then Chuba Hubbard, I mean, come on. When am I not talking about Chuba Hubbard?
Taxes, Bruni, and Chuba.
Exactly. Always willing to fire him up. I don't care who's coming back. I don't care about Bryce Young. I don't care about the receivers. Doesn't matter. Chuba's been their guy. I will continue to ride out Chuba Hubbard. And then Keenan Allen, just kind of a play off the DJ Moore picks. Cole Kmet brought him up as well. It's a juicy matchup. If they're passing the ball a lot, Allen could also find the end zone twice. And you definitely get a more unique, lower percentage drafted for sure.
Yeah, the only one there that I'm like not okay with personally is Pollard. I think that this is not a good week for him.
I caught your disdain. It's okay. I caught it.
But I agree with the others.
Fair enough. It's just that situation where I like, even like, so let's say Calvin Ridley's out, he could get 30 touches. They just got rid of their 2 receivers. You know what I mean? It's kind of the same thing with Pollard and White. Like White should have a heightened role. If they let go of Hopkins, I think he can get more pass catching opportunities, etc.
Yeah. If you guys like the sheet here and you want to see some more picks at all, head over to fanspeak.com. Steve-O has his Battle Royale rankings up on the site. So go check those out as well. Bruni, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention to everybody watching that Fanspeak, as a company and as a network here, are doing very well with our best ball advance rate. I don't want to say that we may know what we're talking about, but numbers don't lie. Ball don't lie, baby. So so go to Fanspeak, check out the articles, check out the rankings. Of course, if you want this nice sheet that Bruni has provided for us, hit us up. We can provide that to you as well.
Yep, absolutely. Get at us, DM us. We can send this over to you. You can use it at your will.
Yes.
You ready to get drafted, sir?
Of course. Let's do it. All right, let me pull up my screen here. All right. Get back here. Got some battle royale. I am going to do it from my phone since, it always just seems to do this where it spins sometimes. No
Yep.
idea why.
It's doing the same thing for me, so I'm also
On
going
the
to the
computer.
phone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absurd.
Tutor.
So I'll pull it up on the active then. But all right. If anybody wants to join us again, Battle Royale, week 8, $7 entry. We got 13 games on the slate. Big slate for us this week. 55,992 entrants with a massive prize up top. And for some reason, it is like loading like that on my phone. That's not good. Underdog, what's up?
Disconnect from your Wi-Fi.
I'll disconnect from your Wi-Fi.
You don't know my password.
I sure do. Chuba Hubbard Lover 69.
Nope.
Hold on, I'm just gonna reload Underdog. All right.
Know the password though?
What?
Yo, mama.
Oh shit. All right. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, when you do that.
Sorry. 2 more start.
Draft starting soon. Nice job. Oh, at least we got in. Okay. You didn't completely fuck it up.
Crutch is in here. Definitely big time drafter on UD. Has obviously the goat horns. So yeah. Another one of your favorite big time players in here.
That's me. You're talking about me. Stop talking about
Right.
big time players when I'm right here.
Ginder did not get in. He says, "Great, I'm in a random draft." All right, well, let us help you own some noobs.
You're welcome.
Hmm.
Did you even join the right tournament?
Oh yeah.
You
Are
said
in Battle
random.
Royale?
So what? How do we know? Oh, number 1. What will I do?
Oh yeah, shit. Let me pull it up on the screen here for everyone.
This is tough. Because I'm all over Brees Hall. I think I might still take Derrick Henry here.
I say you can't not pick the big dog.
Yeah, it's just tough. I mean, we saw what Justice Hill did last week too. I mean, you can get into all sorts of game scripts with the Ravens. Lamar steals them. Mark Andrews likely. I think the upside is if Zay Flowers is hurt, then maybe we get a little bit more juice for the run game, but that can just as likely go to Lamar.
Jamar Chase for your boy.
Chamar. No, it's a good matchup. Again, Eagles secondary hasn't been great. The Eagles in general haven't been great. Not beating very many good teams. So, yeah, going to be interesting to see how they fall apart.
So we had Hall going between us and then Mixon after myself, followed by Barkley.
I'm thinking, can I get Lamar? I think I can get Lamar, right? Yeah, I should be able to get Lamar. Unless this crutch guy takes him. Or you take him. What am I saying? You wouldn't.
I don't know what I'm going to do here yet. I've got a couple guys. If I can put together my squad, I might just do it.
You better not put Lamar on your squad. Lamar's on my squad already. I'm chasing the red here. All right.
Yeah, relax, Tonto.
Don't you even.
Okay. Chill your beard. No.
Did you say chill my beard?
Yeah, chill your beard.
I chewed my beard.
Pat checking in from Fantasy Dog Pound. I was watching his stream a little earlier, and he was talking about the slate. I liked about a lot of the stuff that he was talking about, and I'm going to go ahead and just do Ken Walker here as well.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a great little fall for Ken Walker. No.
I mean, I think it was only like 2, right? Oh no, it was only
macro
1.
Fall. We'll take it.
Yeah. So Chase and Ken Walker for myself.
We call it a trust fall. Crutch, take someone weird like Jahmyr Gibbs. Do it, Crutch. Take Brock. I want London and Lamar here. That would be sick. Let's go. He took Brock. Let's go, Crutch. Taking the coaching, Crutch. I love it, Crutch. Taking the coaching. Crutch is a beauty. He's not a big time deal though. That's for sure.
Sure.
Not a big time deal. Lamar effed Andrew good last week. The least he can do is make some money.
Lamar did well. Hey, I mean, in best ball, Lamar finally got my Mark Andrew exposure.
I don't think anyone's really upset about what Lamar did, but I was surprised to see you say that.
They did F Godwin, that's for sure.
Let's go. I don't want to get emotional. All right, let's just.
I don't want to get emotional.
Let's calm down. That was messed up. People say there's NFL writers. Well, they're the devil.
You know what? I'll take Gibbs.
You know what?
If it is going to pick it.
Are you going to pivot?
The fuck just happened?
Are you going to pivot?
No, I picked him, and it just wasn't putting in the pick.
Oh, but it put in the pick. Let's see. What am I looking at here? I'm up in 8. And I'm looking at green on deck. A lot of green on deck. Do we do the David Njoku bring back? David Njoku is going to get dialed in this game. Because they're going to be losing by 30.
A couple nice wide receiver picks in this range. Higgins, Diggs, Reed, Moore.
I did the Jamar and Higgins last week. It wasn't terrible, but it could, wasn't the week you're going to win, $50,000 on it.
One of these weeks, man. One of these weeks, we're going to bink one of these.
Yeah, it is really tough. Like being like, oh, yep, nailed that one. Well, just not on the same team. You didn't. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn you, ADP. Damn you. Let's see. Up in 4. Probably going to pass on Njoku here. I did him in my last draft. Still like DJ Moore a lot. Like a lot this week. I like him to score 2 touchdowns this week. Yeah. Probably going DJ Moore. Are you going Jaden Reed here? You took him in the little card we did earlier.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Him or Diggs?
Yeah, Diggs still a really good matchup.
Let's see. So
that game's indoors.
Yeah. Shit. I don't know. I like them both.
I like Reed more personally, but as long as you don't like DJ Moore, that's great.
Yeah. No, I'll take Diggs.
I think Crutches likes DJ Moore. I think that's what Crutches is going to do. Or Jaden Reed.
I mean, he has no wide receivers yet, so that's a very good possibility.
Let's see what he does here. I'm hoping he goes Reed. Yeah. Who does he have? Who's his quarterback?
Josh. Mike, aka hit him with the grid. He said, "I did my 1 BR this week and ended up with Lamar, Henry, Bijan, Marvin Harrison, Devontae Smith, and Andrews. Too many players from one team for BR." I mean, if it was, a quarterback and like a wide receiver running, or wide receiver and a tight end, or 2 wide receivers, okay. I don't know. Like, you would have to really run strong with Lamar, Henry, and Andrews. Like, it would have to be another, 35, 40 points for the Ravens and have those guys be scoring most of them to really hit for you, I think. But I mean, it is what it is. It says, I can't comment when I'm on your YouTube channel. I think it's because I'm watching from my phone. You should be able to.
Yeah, you should be able to.
I don't see why not.
YouTube's being kind of weird. They just hide stuff now. So if you scroll around, it's probably just being like, not shown to you. It's lame.
Yeah.
I remember when YouTube was cool. Didn't cost any money.
I'm going to take Burrow.
Learned about things like Craig Christ and
do you remember E-Bombs World?
E-Bombs World?
Yeah.
No.
It was like a just a website that you could go on to watch a bunch of crazy videos and play games and shit. E-Bombs World. Anyway, I digress.
Got nothing on that. Andrew's on the dark web.
So I need a tight end.
So do I.
I mean, the top 4 guys here: McBride, Njoku, Ingram, and Otten, all feel like good clicks. You back on Tucker Kraft? Do you think he has a good week?
I just took Josh Jacobs, so I'm probably not going to do it. I'm going to just hope it's a big Josh Jacobs this week. Thinking, I mean, I'm not going to get Mark Andrews here because I already do have Derrick Henry and Lamar. But if Njoku falls, I think I might just take him, but I don't know if he will. There's 2 more teams that need a tight end, so.
Yeah, I'm obviously considering him.
I mean, any of these guys down here, like Kyle Pitts has a good matchup. He needs to score a touchdown like no other. Mark Andrews, Kincaid I mentioned. I mean, what's up with Kincaid? He's limited in practice. I'm sure he's going to play. Really good.
You know what? I'm going to take McBride just so I don't crush your hopes and dreams.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'll just take Njoku. Yeah, well, yeah, you were talking on a big week for McBride. So, yeah.
I mean, I like McBride, but I do think Njoku just had 14 targets. That over 4.5 receptions I gave out on Friday's show cashed pretty easily. I mean, he had 10. We should have damn laddered that bitch.
You're right. I'll just take Evan Ingram instead.
Oh, my God. Let's see. I just got a...
This guy could go bully. Could Crush go bully?
I got a text
Alvin Kamara, Josh Allen, Breece Hall, Alvin Kamara, Jaden Reed, Amari Cooper, Brock Bowers. I do not like the Amari Cooper and Alvin Kamara picks. That's for sure.
God text from Gindy. Here's his team from the random room. Tell me how you feel about Lamar Jackson, Kareem Hunt, Josh Jacobs, Jamar Chase, Brian Thomas, and Mr. Swift, aka Travis Kelce.
Oh, right. Yeah, you blew it with the Kelce pick. Everything else was a good pick. You blew it. It's over. I'm just kidding. We're going to do it again. Let's go.
He says Bruni was in his trench coat during E-Bomb World time.
I think I was more my trench coat phase during like Zanga. Remember Zanga?
Yes, I do remember Zanga.
That's
all right. Are you ready?
Yeah, just do a normal count like a human.
4, 3, 2, 1. Enter.
That's so good.
Go. Draft starting soon. So I'm going to enter in another one because you just probably got in a second room.
Yeah, 2 more to start. I hate you.
Oh, fuck you. I'm joined it again. Suck my ass.
You did that last week. You owe me.
I'm in with crutches again on this one. So I'm going to be going back and forth.
All right. But you're in this one too?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Attaboy.
Come on. Look, I got a little capital up top from the 250 win, so.
Yeah, buddy. Did you put more in?
No. I mean, I won other money last week, and I had some money in there.
Get him. Hit him with the Rob.
Again, here's a hashtag Swifty.
I'm not talking about soft. Yikes.
I know, yeah.
You want to talk about turning a man soft? That was our tight end one. Please. She broke him. Ruined him. I think she's working for the devil.
Oh, man. I almost just made a political comment there, but it's all good. You said the devil, and it immediately popped in my mind.
I don't care.
All right, so in this
one too. Crutches, go away.
Man, he's all over the place.
He's in both.
Gindy. Oh yeah, he's probably just loaded up a bunch. So I'm in the 2 spot. You're in the 4 spot. Gindy in the 5 spot, aka Team Ram R0D.
All right, Ginder, we're gonna railroad this guy now. Come on now, don't be giving him any good picks.
Ginder. No. Swizzle concert? No, pass.
All right, 4th pick. Hope I got Breece. Let's go. Andrew's going to take him at 2.
There's potential.
That's happening. Take Jamar Chase.
I might also do that again.
Take Jamar Chase. Do it.
Do it. You won't.
Do I take Joe Mixon here and just get weird? Just make sure Crutches can't have him while he loads up all these drafts and lets AI draft his team for him.
I'm taking Chase again.
Ooh. Oh, cool. Hopefully I get Brees Hall. That'd be
I don't just talk about it. I be about it.
super, super about getting Brees Hall right now is what I'm about. Not letting Ginder get him. Yeah, that's right. That's right. And then I'm going to come back with Ken Walker right after that. This guy is okay. Who are you? What the AJ Brown? Okay. Very good. With the Brees, easy breezy, baby. Then we're going to go Ken Walker like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. Like we're walking in the park. Second most fantasy points allowed per game, the Buffalo Bills. Give me that Ken Walker. I think he's sick. I think he's got like some type of flu. I'm into it. I'm into it. He was sick last week. I wonder if he can get any more sick in week 8.
So Gindy took Samuel L. Jackson.
How you looking over there? You're awfully quiet. Is this because you're doing the 2 drafts? You're just having a hard time?
What do you mean? You've been yapping at the chat, so I had to be quiet.
No, Andrew.
No.
This is an open mic. You can
Chase,
say whatever you want whenever you want.
Chase in London. There we go.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. I like that. I like Tyreek in London a little bit more, but that's okay. That's okay. Are you going to take?
What about Big Ben in London?
What about Big Ben in London? Like,
no, you said you like Tyreek in London. I was saying,
oh, right. I like that more.
Jeez, dude, it's not funny if I gotta explain it. Come on,
it's not. It wasn't. It wasn't funny. I didn't.
I thought you were a comedy guy.
It wasn't funny. I was trying to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Are you talking about the big clock, or are you talking about Roethlisberger? Did Roethlisberger ever go to London? Did they ever let him do that? I don't.
I mean, probably in between spank sessions.
I didn't mean like, obviously for a game. I'm sure he went there and perused for sure. I mean, just look at him. But yeah, I mean, Big Ben in London would have been crazy. Al Michaels and Collinsworth would have like wet themselves. That would have been nuts. Very interesting section here. I think I'm gonna go. Got Travis Kelce, Devontae Adams, Jalen Hurts, Amari Cooper, T. Higgins. I'm gonna go Jalen Hurts here. I'm gonna go Jalen Hurts. And coming back around, what do I want to do? Do I take more DJ Moore? Am I just all in on DJ this week? Oh, he's going to have a terrible week now. This is awful. I'm probably going to do it again. Let's see what Crutches does because he's the worst.
Kelce and Higgins for Crutches.
He's got goat horns. Oh. He took Kelce again. What in the world? This guy's the worst. He did get Tyreek, which is a good pick. Good pick on Tyreek, buddy.
I got Gibbs, Chase, in London.
Wow. They took Jaden Reed from me. More DJ Moore. Let's go. What?
What's the worst that can happen, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me Kareem Hunt.
He played well up against Carolina. You know, he plays well up against the bad defenses. Let's go. Playing the Commanders this week. Let's ride.
Let's ride, indeed.
And then I'm probably just going to come back and scroll down for Devonta Smith unless Chronic wants to take him because he's a punta, and I know he'd do it. Terry McLaurin, very close, very close. Bad pick, by the way. Don't want to get any Terry this week. No, 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 no. The Bears secondary with Marcus Mariota throwing you the ball. Ouch.
Ouch.
Down,
Not great,
bad
Bob.
Terry. Down, bad Terry. I mean, his ankles might as well look like Chris Godwin's right now.
Oh,
that's how bad it's going to be out there. Just stay down, Terry.
Do I take
down.
Jameis?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely getting some Jameis this week.
Jameis with Njoku, huh?
Fuck
Famous
yeah.
Jameis.
Fuck yeah. I just got Jalen Hurts and Devonta Smith. I knew you'd be proud.
Nice. Well done. Like that.
Put it on the fridge.
Devonta. 2 touchdowns incoming.
Oh, hey. Well, I think DJ Moore is going to get 2 touchdowns. So we're working something up pretty special here. And I believe the same thing for Breece Hall. And I believe the same thing for Ken Walker. And I think Jalen Hurts could throw for 4.
Whoa.
Just
my God.
I actually think that's not true. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
Thinking about Cade Otton versus Evan Ingram here. I think I'm going Evan Ingram. But Ramrod's going to take him just because I said that. Because he's a poon. Oh, he already took Brian Thomas. So he'd be silly to do something like that. Mark Andrews, smart man. Smart man. All right, so I finished Jalen Hurts, Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker, DJ Moore, Devonta Smith, Evan Ingram. Love that.
So homeboy took Burrow from me.
Oh, Crutches? Yeah, he's the worst.
Give me Cousins.
He thinks Joe Mixon still plays for the Bengals. He's the worst. I got 1 bullet left.
One more? Let's do it. All right. Are you ready?
Yeah, just don't fuck it up.
Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Enter.
Draft starts soon.
4 more to start.
Fuck. And I'm in with Crutches again.
Nice. Oh, you can't pull it up on the screen, can you?
I can, yeah. If I get it in there.
Yeah, I got 2 more to start in my lobby.
We can do this one together if you want. The one that I'm doing.
Sure. Let's do it. Right. Why don't we only pick off of the ones that we built on our fantasy lineup here that we put together?
Yeah, that works.
All right. I have my list, so you have yours, obviously. Well, actually, you probably have them both.
I do have them both, yes.
Here, I'll take my screen down there.
Okay. Much better. Sorry, haven't used it on the PC in a while. We are at the turn. Nice. Puts us in a good spot. So where to go? Let's see.
Hey, I know this is going to be something that you probably wouldn't expect, but Crutch is also in my lobby.
Yeah. Took Breece Hall first. So Hall was my first one. Chase would be yours out of this territory.
I'm not sure we can get either one of those guys.
We could do London and Walker though.
This is accurate.
This is a kill. This is accurate.
What do you think about a Monroe or Mixon if they fall, by the way? Just saying.
I'm into Mixon more. Tennessee
Mixon more what?
More than Amon-Ra this week?
Never mind. Like Mixon what? God, dude. Just off the comedy game tonight. Yikes.
Ugh, it's like bad dad jokes. Like really
bad dad jokes.
Ugh. What do you get when you combine a rhino and an elephant?
I have no idea.
LFI now.
Ah, nice.
You want Jamar Chase here? Easy click at 6.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Chase, we could do Walker or London. Those would be the next names off of
Hey,
our list.
dealer's choice. You're clicking. You whichever one. I'm fine with both.
Let's do Walker because we have other receiver. No, let's do London because just so that we don't get DJ Moore.
Bruni, Ginder wants to know, did you hear the news about Dragon today?
He's on fire.
No, he'll put it in here. I know where he's going with this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Ginder, you should already had this like loaded up and entered. Come on now.
Yeah, it's like
God Almighty, the delivery.
Jeez. Oh, I know you. I know you know this one. What's a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet?
R.
I think it's R, but really it's the C.
Nice.
Yeah.
He said, dragging these nuts across your forehead.
Wow. There was no punchline.
All right, now, can we get Ken Walker to fall back to us?
That would be tight. That's 7 picks away. He's the first click. I think it's a little tough.
Oh, you're saying there's a chance.
So let's see. Next up, we'd be looking at, we already have 2 receivers. We could do, I have Javante. There's Dobbins for running back.
I got Walker and Bowers.
You know, you got Walker, Bauer, Dobbins, Reed, Burrow. That's what's left.
Okay, well, there goes
Walker's
Bowers.
Still there. Still there. 4 picks away. Let's ride. I don't think we could pass AP, though. AP's going to take him.
Yeah, probably. He says, but for real, Bernie, did you hear I finally bought a vehicle? I got a Yukon. It's going to say Yukon suck on these balls. I just know what he's going with this.
Got it. Really likes the jokes about his dick getting sucked. Interesting.
Actually, he's more of a ball guy.
Excuse me.
Oh, dude, he took Gibbs.
Let's go. I mean, we still got to make it out.
We definitely do. Faux show. Oh, there goes Ken Walker. F.
He gone. So
F.
that's over with. I mean, we could go 3 receivers and get Reed. We could do Reed Love here.
I'm okay with that personally. I also don't mind Higgins.
We already have Chase, don't we? Yeah, we already have Chase.
Oh yeah, shit, that's right.
Let's do Reed Love. Where you at, J-Lo? So we've got J-Lo, Jamar, Drake, Reed. Need a tight end and a running back.
How are we gonna split? Yeah, we'll just. I mean, 25,000 each. All right, that works for me.
That works. It's pretty easy.
I mean, you could take the 350 out of it.
I was gonna say minus 3.
Yeah.
Tree.
Oh wow, you're really gonna after we win 25,000 each, you're gonna take 350.
Man, tree. You can't. Ain't no tree fitted for free. Ain't no tree fitted for free. I would expect the same courtesy from you, Andrew. I would expect the same courtesy.
I would never take the 350 from you.
Just specifically because it's tree fitty. You got to pay
about tree fitty.
How do you not pay the tree fitty?
What does a Paleolithic dinosaur need with tree
fitty? It was 325. It's fine where you keep it. But if it's tree fritter, you got to just throw tree fitty on top. McLaurin, bad pick, Patel. Bad pick, Patel. Don't do it. Take your pick back. You should have left him for crutches. Yeah, so at tight end, it looks like we're going Cole Kmet.
What? Why not Njoku?
You didn't get him. I didn't get him. You got who did you get? You got Bowers, and I got Kincaid or Kmet if Kincaid doesn't play.
Well, guess what? Now we get to go off the reservoir because McBride and Njoku are still
making up his own rules. See,
you're damn right.
I love it when he does it. It's like,
do it all the time.
Let's play a game.
It's called break the rules.
It's called whatever I want.
That's right. My body. I do what I want.
My body. One click RBs. I like Javante. I don't really want to go Jacobs. I think Javante is the pick for me, but I think you should probably keep me in check. James Conner too, also a really good pick.
What about Monty?
I like James Conner more than Monty this week.
Okay.
Did James Conner just go? No, someone didn't take him. That would be crazy. That's way early. What do you think of those names?
I mean, if you want to go with Javante, that's fine. I mean, Carolina ass cheeks. So
Ass cheeks. 14 for 88 and 2 last week. Do we think he can get 2 again back-to-back weeks? That's the thing.
I don't know, but I mean, it's hey, he did it once, right? Oh, speaking of Bowers lover himself, Spread in the chat. Spread, you missed it. We gave you some love on your Bowers Infinity on the best ball off season. You were spot on, so well done.
Hey, 20 seconds on the monologuing here. McBride, Ingram, Otten, Kraft, Andrews, Pitts.
Let's get a little different and take either Ingram or Otten. You choose. Dealer's choice.
I like Otten.
Nice.
Let's go. All right.
He just says, thank you.
You're welcome. Kind sir. Good draft. A little different now. A little different.
Yeah, I like it. So go through and what do we have here?
J-Lo, Javante, Jamar, Drake, Jaden Reed, and Cade Otten.
Nice. Let's ride. Oh, wait. And do we have London?
We do.
Oh, nice. So that's a good bring back with Otten.
There you go. Nice. Let's ride. Let's fly.
I like it.
Pull this off here. All wrapped up. Another successful week here at the FanSpeak Network. Join us Friday night, 9:30 Eastern time. We'll be back with D-Gen Dads with all the winners. Your ways to beat the inflation out there. It's getting tough. Milk's getting expensive. Come to the D-Gen Dads. We got all the coupons and discounts for you. Fun coupons. It's called cash. Free money.
Fun coupons, yeah. Let's go.
Andrew, anything to share before we head out, buddy?
No, man. No. Best of luck to everybody in your Battle Royale streets. Hopefully we can cash another nice one this week. Bring it back next week. Don't forget to check us out Friday night, 9:30 Eastern for D-Gen Dads, helping you build that bankroll. Check out fanspeak.com. Go look at all the articles, the rankings, our picks. Go to Dub Club if you like picks as well. We will be, again, mentioning that and giving out the link on Friday night show. Appreciate everyone joining us. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to the network, hit the notification button so you can see when we do go live. Bruni, send us out.
Take care. Be well, be good. If you can't be good at it. We'll see you.